Hello everyone, I'm just going to do a quick introduction of our new under the hood ARB compressor mount. It does work for the ARB Twin or the ARB Single Compressors. I don't have it mounted just yet because I wanted to show the different hole patterns and stuff that are on it as far as being able to mount it into the truck. It's got a couple on the main ends, which gives you the ability to move your twin compressor forward and backward a little bit. It also has these in the center to be able to move the ARB Twin right and left a little bit. That way you can kind of get it into place. I've had several people ask me if this actually works with the Genesis dual battery system. I haven't fully tested it to make sure, but I'm pretty positive that it's going to work according to some comparisons I've done with photos. It does have hole patterns here for the ARB Single also. Now it does require you having to remove the plastic engine cover that comes. You got to remove the two T30 bolts and then just pop it forward out of the rubber grommets. Get that out of the way. It's going to utilize the nut that's already on the Jeep here, so you want to take that off, which is a 6mm just in case. Once you pop that on, you're going to be using the bracket that the engine cover was setting on. It does have a stud and also a threaded hole here. So once you put the compressor mount on, you do want to have the compressor mounted on this first because you're not going to be able to get to the screws to be able to put that on from the bottom. Just reuse your 6mm that came on the Jeep here, tighten that down. It does come with two fender washers. You stick one over that stud, take one and then your 6mm screw, thread that in. And that does use a 4mm Allen wrench. Get that tightened down. And you got a 6mm locking nut that comes with it. Get that tightened down. And once you get those two, and then this rear one, we won't go all the way tight on that one, just for the install purpose. But once you get those in, you can see it does not move. It's 1/8 inch aluminum, powder coated, so it is it's pretty sturdy. So we had done some tests. It does come with some heat shield backing that will be on the bottom of the plate when you get it. We did some tests on that back in the summer. With having that heat shield on, it dropped the temperature probably about 30 degrees on what was showing on the top here when we did the tests. Obviously, you know, you're in the engine bay, you're going to get some engine heat. We do have a couple solutions for that might help, and that comes with a few different plates that we have. Now this plate will come with the compressor base here, and it is a dual air chuck single rocker switch, which bolts right down to the front of that. That way you have both air chucks and your switch on the front. Now it can double if you use, we have a couple other plates here. Now these will be sold separately, but you have one single plate here that will go, that has one air chuck and one rocker switch, so it'll mount right here. You also have another plate that can run either dual air chucks, or you can remove the air filters that are on the side of the ARB compressor and reroute those over to the side that then mounts over here to have both of your air filters to pull in a little bit cooler air for that. And then this plate will also let you put the air filters. So if you just wanted to move the air filters from the side where the engine is over to the front for a little more cooler air. So essentially with mounting it, you have about 5 different setups that you could go with. We're going to be selling the brackets and the base, and then pretty much you can choose the way that you want to do it. Choose what air hoses and all that stuff you want to use on your own. I started to put some kits together, but there's just so many different ways that you could set it up. I thought it was best just to leave that to the customer and let them supply their own airlines and stuff to set it up how they want to do. Like I say, the base will come with the heat shield applied to the bottom, and it will come with this front plate. And then these will be sold separately. Now this single switch and air chuck will also mount on the driver's side. and it will utilize a couple little rubber grommets that go underneath it to raise it up just a tad, because there are some airlines, or not airlines, but some compressor lines and stuff that run over there, and it would get in the way of the switch wires and stuff if it were to go all the way down. So it raises it up just enough to get past that, so that way you can actually have a dual switch, dual air chuck setup on both sides if you wanted. And again, several different ways that you can set it up. It should work great. We have, had some people say, well, it's going to have a lot of heat there. Yes, there's going to be some heat, just as, there's half a dozen other companies selling the compressor mounts that go down behind the fender well by the catalytic converters and stuff. So in our opinion, with it having so much heat shielding and stuff that's down there, I just feel that there's more heat, plus the fact that you may get some water, you may get some mud and stuff by four-wheeling. A lot of people have been running ARB compressors on the top from the TJs, JKs. So I thought this was a good solution for the JLs and the JTs, because it does work for the JL too. Now, one thing with, again, once you get your compressor installed, we'll just kind of show what it looks like. And again, you want to have this installed before you put the plate on, because it's not going to, you're not going to be able to get to it. But with having the Twin mounted, you can see with our chalk testing that it does catch just the edge of this plate here on the compressor, but otherwise on a sport model and stuff, it does not touch. Now most of your heat's going to be coming from the air manifold here anyway, so it's not really touching the hood liner. But again, that's what it looks like. And like I say, with the way that the hole patterns are on the bottom, you do have the ability to move it forward and back or side to side, depending on how you mount it. So it gives you a little bit of room as far as however you get your wiring and stuff to be able to put that in there and get it set up the way you need it. That's it. It's a new product. Should be up on the website sometime next week to be able to take a look at. 813fabrication.com. If you got any questions, just give us a yell. Shoot us an email or Facebook groups, or you can email us through the website. So take a look at it and let me know. So thanks.